X register, then BX register. Yes, compiler is again there to work, just convert that code into the ALP format, that is low level language format, assembly language format. And your microprocessor is there responsible there to perform the addition between A and B, or the between two register. Again result is stored into the accumulator register. With the help of data lines, again it is moving to the your C locations, and from that location with the statement of C out. So whatever the content or strings are there within that double inverted comma, it is used for the printing purpose or for output purpose. And whenever we simply write down the C here, so that time it take the content from that location of C and just print here, return 0. So like that this code is working there. So this is a simple program. When we compare this code with the C programming, yes, so obviously as compared to C, to C++ easy. When we just want to take the printf, the printf in printf statement, we just write a same line, enter the value of E and B. But when we are using the input statement as a scanf, so that time we use that %d because we define ab as a in there, then comma ampersand a comma ampersand b. So we just provide a memory location where your a and b variable is assigned there, and when the user enter the values there for e and b, so that time it goes there into particular location store there. Getting? So these are the simple C++ program with main functions. We are again implement on the, I will just give the hands-on here after the end of the lecture, because we are trying to complete first theory part, and after that we are moving on the hands-on. So it is easy to us also to understand the things, but if we simultaneously, if we are just seeing that hands-on, so that time each and every time I am going to stop the sharing, again sharing the PPT, like that the things are happen. So first we are going to see some theoretical parts, and after that we are moving to the hands-on or the code block. So there are different tools or software, we can say, that the available to implement the C++ program. Turbo C++ is also there. Code block, GCC compiler. When you are going to use the Ubuntu OS or Linux OS, so that time GCC is responsible there to compile and execute the C++ program. Eclipse, you can also use Eclipse there. Eclipse also used for either implement a C program, C++ program, then the Java also, then the Python also. It again provide a facility to implement or just give the platform to implement or execute the different programs just. Then NetBean also. To NetBean, we can also use the NetBean, but I suggest you use a code block, or if you are comfortable with the any software, you can use that. But what happen, and if you are going to use the Turbo C and code block, so obviously some little bit changes are there when you write down the C++ program on the platform of Turbo C or the code block. I already told that if we use a Turbo C, we are going to add iostream.h. But when we are going to use the code block, there is no need to add a .h. So these are the some little bit changes are there. And again, if we are using Turbo C, so clear screen also we are going to add there, and get ch. So we again add one more library there, that is conio.h, which is again help to clear the screen and display the output on your terminal. So some little bit changes are there if you just change the platform for the same language. Now again we are going to see here how to write down the commands, input statement, main function, your header file, namespace std, which is generally used for the C++ program. Comments, so all of you know that when we use a comments is used for only give the some, you can say that the why we add these instructions, or it gives you the information about that particular lines there or the instructions there. And here when we use the C++, the double slash we can use to give the comments for each line. may start anywhere in the lines and whatever follow till the end of that line it ignore. So we can add anywhere till the end of line. If the new line is there, so we again use that double slash there. Otherwise, it not considered as a comment and error is generated there. Note that there is a no closing symbol, only starting symbol is there till the end of line. So this is a rule whenever we are using the comments there. The double slash comment is basically single line comment, and multi-line comments can be written as follows. So if you want to add the double lines or multiple lines, so each and every time we can give the double slash. Suppose S Y I T T H R C M like that. If you want to add three times three comments into your code, so that time we can use three times double slash to just write the comments during our codes there. Getting? Now the next important, that is output operators. So for output operator, we use that insertion symbols there. That is less than. It is called as an output operator. And with that output operator, cout statement is used. So cout is a statement or keyword, or it like the function which is used for to handle the operations for the output purpose. So cout, and just I already told that it is a case sensitive language. To C should be in a small letter, C O U T, C out. It is in a small letters, and it um, followed by that insertion operator less than, and whatever you want to print as output you return into the double inverted comma and end it with the that semicolon. So this is a simple statement or operator used for the output purpose in C++ program. It just introduced two new features, that is cout and this operator. And what is the name of this operator? It is called as insertion or put to operator. Insertion or put to operators. And cout just pronounced as a cout. It predefined object that represent the standard output stream in C++. So whenever we use a cout statement within during your program, for that one, your IOStream library is work to just provide all necessary codes there or the instructions there during the cout statement. It works like that. Whatever the output we are able to see on our screen. So with C++ variable insertion operator, then cout statement, and whatever it written with that statement, we can just able to see on that screen. Now the input. So for input, again we just use the syntax like that. C in, then greater two times greater than symbol and your variable name or whatever you want to just write here or use there for the input purpose. Is an input statement and causes the program to wait for the user to type a number. So what happened here? It just give or just wait till the user enter the number for that variable e. A number key is in a place in the variable number a. The identifier cin is predefined objects, and in C++ that correspond to the standard input string. So it just give whenever we enter, suppose a is equal to 2, or I just I enter the value of a is 2 or 3 here. So it just used for that one. It just provide the we can say that the memory locations to store that particular numbers there. Uh, and again, see, I already told that it is identifier, or we can say that this is a keyword. This is a keyword, and which is again predefined, and this correspond to the standard input stream, which is again the combinations of your IO stream, input stream and output stream with your IO stream here. Next, operator. This operator is known as the extraction. So you keep in mind what are the operator are using here with cout and cin. With cout, what are the operator is using, that is less than, it is called as insertion. or put to operator. And what are the two operator are using here, operator is using here with cin statement, it is called as extraction operator or get from operators. Hmm. So this is the name of that operators. It extract or takes the value from the keyboard and assign it to the variable on its right hand side. Like that, huh? This operator can be overloaded, either insertion or the extraction. Both the operator can be overloaded here. This diagram again explain the how the in that scene statement with that operator is working there. Suppose from that keyword, if I am entering the value, it may be 45.5 or any value, so it can be accept here with C in object, then extractor operator and just store into that particular memory locations. Get it? So this is for the input and output statement. Any doubt here? Any doubt here? I think all of you aware about these things, no? Yes? Yes, Nikita, Mugdha? Yes, yes, Ravani. Now, the next one is a cascading of IO. So it is not necessary ki single that extraction and insertion operator we use. It can C++ program can allow to cascading of insertion or extraction operator like cout additions, and again we use the cascading more than one we can use during our program. First send the string additions is equal to C out and then send the value of C. So whenever the cascading is we are using, so first it perform the yes, first perform this operation, then just perform next operation and next new line. First it should print the additions, then just take the value of C, and after that is move into the new line. So all of you aware about slash n generally used for the new line purpose. So what other things are printing there or executing there on the new line. The multiple use of that insertion operator in one statement is called as a cascading. I already told that more than one or multiple use. When cascading of output operator, we should ensure necessary blank space between the different items. So yes, we take care whenever we use a cascading. So we take care of the blank space or white space, because what happen whenever the compiler are working there, so it cannot read that blank space. So it shows the error there. So you just take care of that blank space or white spaces if present there between that cascading operators. Now the next important, that is IO stream. So IO stream is a header file generally we add there for C++ program. Without that IO stream header file, your C++ program again cannot work. It is compulsory, necessary during your C++ program. Generally it support for input statement C in and output statement C out with that two operators. This directory causes preprocessor to add the content of IOStream file to a program. It contains declarations for the identifier cout and the operator insertion. So it also supports the cout statement with operator, because operator also having one meanings there. If it's simply just talking about cout, but with that cout, what are the operator is there, that is insertion, it's also having the meaning, which is again